So like any person in the year 2018, I woke up today, I rolled over, I grabbed my phone, and I spent about half an hour on my phone lying down in bed, going over Instagram, Facebook, and then eventually Twitter. And as I scroll down through Twitter, I see people talking about the classified Easter egg being solved, that the cutscene has been played, people have done it. And I was like, wait, hold the frick on. Did this really happen? Is this a real thing? And then I look on YouTube, and I see there's a video of the classified outro, at least from the people I'm subscribed to. I don't really know who the first people in the world were. I also don't really care, because I guess they glitched or something like that, because getting to round 150 is pretty much impossible without it glitching, at least currently right now, which is interesting. So we're going to talk about the outro in this video, and we're going to talk about why it's kind of weird, because the way you get the outro is you have to get to round 150. You get to 150, and then you just end the game, and boom, you're perfect. You got the cutscene. The thing I don't like about it is, why round 150? That's about like 10 hours plus of gameplay. Who would want to play Black Ops 4 for that long? At least in one game of zombies. Like, I played a lot of Black Ops 4. But I don't play 10 hours worth of one match of zombies. That's just insane. I think what they should have done was instead made it for either round 115, because with 115, it'd make way more sense for that. Or round 100, it'd make even more sense, because that's not as crazy. That's about 5 hours of gameplay, not 10. So that's at least more doable. And I don't think it crashes at 100. Or they could have just made it round 50. Round 50, you just get to round 50, you get a cutscene. And I'm just saying that mainly because my first game of Classified was round 50. So if in my first game of Classified and I got to round 50 and I got the cutscene, you know how cool it would have been for my channel? You know how sick that would have been? But yeah, anyways, with all that said, we're going to be talking about the outro. So if you guys do happen to enjoy this video and like to hear me talk about everything and give my discussions on the zombie storyline, then make sure you hit the like on this video. And if you're new, subscribe for more amazing content, and I really would appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell. I don't think I say that enough, but hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload from me. Anyways, though, let's jump right into it. So the outro starts with our 4 Ultimus characters. I'm assuming that they are post-moon, inside a cage at presumably Area 51, or, my bad, the Pentagon. I think it's the Pentagon that they're being held at least from the radios. And we got Dempsey and Takio and Richtofen and Nikolai just all chilling there. And Richtofen looking kind of weird. He's sitting very up straight. He's not being as wacky as I thought he would be for Ultimus cutscene, because this is the first time we'd ever seen our Ultimus characters in a cutscene. Isn't that crazy? First time ever. At least I'm pretty sure. That, besides them being, killed off in Black Ops 3. But this is the first time they're all, like, in a room together. In a cutscene. Pretty crazy. And we have Takio saying, like, we saw the whole thing blow up. And then Dempsey's like, hey, this is some time travel nonsense. Oh, I should also say real quickly, the reason why I'm not showing the gameplay or the cutscene on screen is because it's kind of like a copyright issue, I think, because the person who unless I get it myself, I can't really show it. You know what I mean? I'm also not gonna ask people for permission, because I don't think they're even gonna reply back. So it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not too important to show it, because you can just go look it up on YouTube. Nothing crazy. Anyways, though, enough of that said. Dempsey's like, yeah, tack. This is some sort of time travel nonsense. Yeah, that was a really bad Dempsey. And then Dempsey's to Richtofen like, hey, how did you get back in your body? And then Richtofen just like, yeah, it's whatever. That's pretty much, I don't remember exactly what he says, but he essentially just says, it's whatever. And then Nikolai's like, as long as I got my vodka, I'm alright. And then he just like started drinking, because like, or I guess he said the Americans gave him his vodka, so that shows that they are in the Pentagon. And then, after he starts drinking, he gives a little side glance before the portal appears, which I find funny. But the portal appears, same one from Revelations, and our 4 Primus characters step out. We got Nikolai, Takio, Dempsey, and as I presume this to be the post-Revelations Richtofen that we saw at the end of the Blood of Dead cutscene. He just went and put on his original clothing, Instead of putting on like a cool t-shirt and some jeans or something like that, he's just wearing his old getup, which is whatever. I think he looks good with it. I mean, it's whatever. But he doesn't talk. That Primus Richtofen does not talk in this cutscene. It definitely is a post Blood the Dead cutscene because Nikolai is doing all the talking. He's like, hey, do you want to do something with your life, Nikolai? Or do you just want to keep on drinking? Something like that. And then he's like, you four need to come with us. Like, Nikolai just like, you four need to come with us. We have to save the universe. And he says something like that. Or he says, yeah, you four have to come with us. Like this, we don't have much time. And then you hear like the intruder alert kind of thing. Which I don't know how they would, I don't know how you could detect an intruder from a teleporter. I mean, I guess from that kind of teleporter, because it's a different teleporter, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, so Nikolai's just doing all the talking, and then Richtofen, Ultimus Richtofen, who is Zombie Richtofen. If you didn't know this, Zombie Richtofen. Okay, rub your hands together. So, at the end of or at the end of the of the Black Ops 2, like Max's side, Max's takes Samantha's from Richtofen's body, because at the end of Richtofen swaps body with Samantha, so Samantha's in Richtofen's body and Richtofen's in Samantha's body. But after you do the Max's side, the Easter egg in Black Ops 2, Max's takes Samantha out of the her body, or out of Richtofen's body, and she goes into the house. And Richtofen is just left there with like a body. He has no conscience or anything. He's not any brain activity. He's just there. He's like he's a brainless body, and soulless body. And so Zombie Richtofen comes out of Zombie Richtofen happens because of the Max's side Easter egg. He makes Richtofen come back as a zombie over and over again, pretty much forever. And that Richtofen made his way over through a portal, I guess, to this dead body Richtofen that's not dead, but like his dead brain activity Richtofen. Goes over to him, pokes him, I would presume, and he becomes that Richtofen. Like, he's inside that Richtofen. So that's why when Richtofen says, like, or when Dempsey asks, like, how'd you get your body back? That's why Richtofen's like, I'm just frickin' a G. Like, that's pretty much what he says. But that Richtofen says, like, I forget exactly what he says, I'll be honest, but it's something along the lines of, like, oh, Jesus, I know who you are, kind of deal. So I'm presuming that Richtofen that's inside that body remembers Primus Richtofen, because in the timeline, or not in the timeline, in the timeline, in the comics, Zombie Dead Richtofen, which is the one that's inside Ultimus Richtofen in that cutscene, gave Primus Richtofen the blood vials, and for like the Victus, or like for the rest of the crew that have the Victus blood and all that. And I'm assuming that he remembers him. I'm assuming 100% that Richtofen knows the other Richtofen, and vice versa. But it's a cool shot because Nikolai's like, we gotta go fight no, my bad. Let me fix that. Nikolai's like, I have to go fight, or we have to go fight a war. And then Dempsey's like, oh, what war? Or I have a better Dempsey voice, I swear. But Dempsey's like, what war? And then Nikolai's like, the Great War. And then it's an amazing shot. I love this shot from the cutscene. You got each character standing face to face with their Primus / Ultimus counterparts. I think that's such a cool way to end a cutscene. It doesn't show him walking through the portal either. It just shows him like face to face. And I think that's so cool for a cutscene. Finally our characters get to meet. Two crews meet at the same time. It's so freaking cool. Now, one thing I thought after seeing this, I had many thoughts. I had two thoughts. Either the next Aether storyline map is the last Zombies map for the Aether storyline with the two crews, and it's going to be an 8-player Zombies map. Alright? Think about that. An 8-player Zombies map. Now, it won't affect me that much because I play solo mainly, but if it's an 8-player Zombies map, I'm getting some people in there. It's going to be Liddy City. So either that's going to happen, so it's going to be an 8-player Zombies map for the next Aether storyline map, which I presume to be the last map, or in the next Aether storyline map, it could still be the last map, or maybe one of the next few, or another thought just came to my mind, I'll say in a second. So the next Aether story map, you either can pick between the two crews, or my third option that just literally came to my mind, the Primus crew go off to do something in a different place, the Ultimus crew go off to do something in a different place also, and then in the last Aether storyline map, they meet. And then you have the giant 8-player map, or you can pick between the crews map. I think that would be amazing. And Treyarch knows that we've wanted like an 8-player map, like Grief or something like that, to come back for a very long time. And I would love an 8-player map. I remember back in the day in Black Ops 2 when I saw the glitches for Transit, how to get 8 players in Transit. And it was just it was 8 people on a bus. It was so cool. I thought that glitch was so cool. I mean, it got patched eventually. But if that could just be in the game in one zombies map, that would be amazing. And I hope that they capitalize on this because people want this to happen. Either that, or this could be a great way to introduce grief mode into the game, to where you have the different versions of the crew facing off against each other instead of having CIA agents and the CDC. That's another great idea they could do as well. Or the boring solution they could do, which is a lot more Treyarch-esque for them to do, is making the next Aether storyline map just Primus. And then Ultimus is like in one step of the Easter egg, let's say. Hope that's not the case. I really do hope it's my third option I came up with on this video, which is the Primus crew go do an Easter egg in a different map, Ultimus goes and do something in a different map, or, oh my god, even cooler, if they mix the crews. Oh my god, that'd be so cool! That'd be so cool! Like, let's say you have, like, Nikolai leading a crew of, like, Primus Takio, Ultimus Dempsey, and then Ultimus Nikolai. And then you got the Primus Richtofen leading the other crew of Primus Dempsey, Ultimus Richtofen, and Ultimus Takio. I'm getting really confused. There's too many of the same character from different timelines. It's confusing. But imagine how cool that would be. Oh my god. That would be so sick. And then, like, they split off and do different things, and then they meet up at the end. That would be so cool. Or, even more so, they do like they did in the comic book, to where they have that loading screen of, like, the Die Rise loading screen, but it's changed. So, like, it's the Primus crew plus Ultimus Richtofen minus Primus Richtofen. That would be so cool. And they have that mixture, and then you have Primus Richtofen with the other crew, the Ultimus crew. Oh my god, this would be sick. This would be so cool. And imagine the interaction they have with each other. It's like, so you're Nikolai from another universe, huh? He's like, I am Nikolai from another universe that doesn't drink as much, you know? That'd be so cool. Oh my god, I'm nerding out over the thought of this. This is so cool, though. I'm really glad that this finally got discovered, because my god, I would never have gotten around 150 to figure this out. Believe me, I would not have. But holy frickin' A, this is insane. But yeah, I just want to pass the baton to you guys. What do you guys think about this cutscene and the ending? What do you think it implies for the rest of the Aether storyline? Or presumably the end of the Aether storyline? Because they're making it sound like the next map is the last map. Because the Blood of the Dead outro, they're like, we gotta fight Dr. Monty. And then Nikolai's like, we gotta go to a great war. It's like, holy frickin' A. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with this. It's gonna be very interesting for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy this little theory video, or like speculation on Easter egg cutscene breakdown. I always like to do these videos every once in a while, and I feel like I'm sophisticated enough and know enough about zombies to be able to talk about this. But I also like to give my own little like spin on it, to where I talk like a bro dude, you know, I explain it in a sense. You know, I'm not Mr. Ruffle Waffles who uses very smart language. I use relatively smart language sometimes, but I mainly speak like a bro. And I think my explanation of the zombie storyline sometimes is pretty cool like that. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It would mean a lot to me if you guys hit the like button, and also subscribe if you're new here. Every new subscriber helps me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers, because once I reach that goal, I can get that silver play button. And then everyone who says I've been doing nothing for the past 3 years, I can prove them wrong by just showing them that I got the silver play button. And that's all I ever want to do. It'd be so cool to do that one day. And I hope you guys can join me for the journey. Anyways, though, that's going to be it for the video. Take care, guys. Much love and appreciation to every single one of you watching this video. And hopefully have a great day, night, evening, Christmas, Halloween, November 1st, 2nd of the year. I hope you guys enjoy. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.